The John Eagle family of dealerships is proud to sponsor School Zone Dallas, a showcase of DISD's successful commitment to prepare all students to graduate with the knowledge and skills to become productive and responsible citizens.
Hi, I'm Flaviano.
And I'm Niesha, and we're both students in the Dallas Independent School District. For the next half hour, we'll take you behind the scenes to showcase the many people, places, and programs that make Dallas ISD shine.
For example, this year we're proud to report that 26 Dallas ISD schools were named exemplary and 77 recognized by the Texas Education Agency, a total 103 schools.
In addition, TAG scores throughout the district reached an all-time high. With the exception of 7th grade writing, progress has been made in every grade and every subject.
As you can see, there's a lot to talk about in the Dallas Independent School District, right here on
School Zone Dallas.
Welcome to the brand new 153,000 square foot Maria Luna Food Service Facility, home to Dallas ISD's Food and Child Nutrition Services Department. It is here that the huge task of feeding our students at all 228 campuses begin.
Get this, the district prepares more than 175,000 meals every day. When you factor in the 10,000 snacks created daily, that equals 1 million meals distributed by the district every week. That's a lot of food.
Throughout the show, we will take an inside look into just how the Food and Child Nutrition Services Department gets this job done, as well as get a sneak preview of exciting new menu items and nutritional facts.
But now, let's get started with our first story, a look behind the curtain of the musical, The Sound of Music, performed last spring at Woodrow Wilson High School. Months of work went into making this production a huge success. And here's Woodrow's own Bryce to tell us all about it.
More than 50 years of applause, laughter, and tears have unfolded here on this very stage at Woodrow Wilson High School. Woodrow's musicals have received awards and recognitions that rival Broadway's best. And thanks to a dedicated group of students, teachers, parents, and community volunteers, Woodrow's musicals will continue to please for years to come. Selection of the ideal musical is the primary focus right from the beginning of school. And for the 2007-2008 school year, The Sound of Music was the perfect musical.
We look at a lot of different things, probably first and foremost the different kids that we've got, who we will have next year, but we also look for plays that we find challenging, things that are musically very interesting, things that are very interesting to stage, as well as things that we feel that are very relevant for the world that we're living in.
The first round of auditions happen in early November and are open to the entire school.
We still go into the auditions thinking that there could be a kid that's going to do something above and beyond what we thought they were going to do, and we allow that to happen. And we enjoy when that does happen and put the kid in the role that they need to be.
We have very high expectations for these kids. We do give them a lot to work with prior to the audition so that they've had plenty of time to rehearse, but it does give every chance for every kid to be able to really try and earn the parts that they want to earn.
The Sound of Music calls for a large cast, and over 80 Woodrow students auditioned. Second round auditions focus on selections for the major character roles. With so many things to be done to assure a successful stage play, all the students who auditioned participate either on stage or behind the scenes. It's a huge undertaking. The musical practically takes on a life of its own, and everyone involved becomes part of the Woodrow family. One of the secrets to Woodrow's success is its incredible parental support. Each January, parents crowd into the choir room to volunteer their services. Groups are formed and tasks are delegated.
One of the things that we want to do is tell you a little bit about the musical, what to expect, and we want to talk to you about volunteering.
It's a great way to not only be with your own children, but to be around your children's friends and also meet the parents. And I think that's, to me, one of the things that makes this school so strong is because the community is so involved in the musical, and you get to know the parents very well too.
Parent and volunteer talents are put to work almost immediately. Woodrow's musicals require extensive sets, and The Sound of Music was no exception. The set committee is one of the biggest endeavors for parents and volunteers. They construct rooms and structures from wooden panels, while making them safe for students at the same time.
Generally what the director does is he gathers together some images and says, here's what I'm interested in. Occasionally for certain musicals he's given us actual blueprints and we could build from blueprints, but usually it's just a series of photographs or images that he's taken off the internet and he shows us what to build.
We have construction going on right now, we have painting going on, primer, we have some pieces that we haven't even started yet. So right now, every volunteer's got something to do.
The costume committee creates the period feel of the musical by designing, making, or locating the perfect outfit for the time period and locale of the musical.
We've had some musicals that have had 400 costumes. This last musical, The Sound of Music, was a little less costuming, but we did have 55 nuns and 40 soldiers and 25 postulant baby nuns, and then each child had 8 costumes that they changed into.
The program committee requires attention to detail and lots of man hours. Committee members sell ads and have layout and design duties as well. Student rehearsals begin with a script read-through to become familiar with their roles. Next is rehearsal with the music director, who works extensively with the singers. And finally, the choreography rehearsals, where students get the opportunity to work with Bessie Waddell, a Woodrow alum and founder of Studio B, a children's dance studio in the Lakewood area. There are rehearsals after school, weekends, in February, March, and every day in April. 3 months of intensive rehearsals, extensive set building, voluminous costume creation, and of course all their regular schoolwork and work responsibilities at the same time. It all comes together on opening night, and Olivia will tell you all about that later on the show. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Bryce.
I'm Liz Dominguez, a 2008 graduate of Townview School for the Talented and Gifted. I'm attending SMU, majoring in biomedical engineering. My education at the Dallas ISD has prepared me for college and a successful career. I am Dallas Achieves.
Here at the Maria Luna Food Service Facility, this is where it all begins. Every morning starting at 6 a.m., semi-trailer trucks arrive carrying volumes of food. Apples, bananas, ketchup, you name it.
Behind us is the dry storage for the entire district, a large amount of food needed to feed the district's nearly 157,000 students. Whoa, there are some serious freezers here at the Maria Luna Food Service Facility, where at 10 degrees below zero, food stays fresh and frozen until it's ready to be prepared.
As school gets underway, exciting new changes are afoot throughout the district. For example, this past spring, Dallas voters approved a new Dallas ISD bond program that will allocate money for 15 new schools, in addition to providing renovations and technology upgrades to campuses throughout the district.
Also new to Dallas ISD this year is the High School Redesign Initiative. At 6 participating campuses, students will have the opportunity to select specialized career pathways, including health science, architecture and construction, communications, law, and education. The effort is designed to bolster student performance while providing specialized career-oriented curriculum to prepare students for college and the workforce.
Big things are happening right now in the Dallas Independent School District. And that leads us right into our next story, a one-of-a-kind hands-on opportunity for Dallas ISD students to learn the Russian language. Here's Lorena to fill us in.
Thanks, guys. This summer, 48 6th graders from William B. Travis Academy had the unique opportunity to live like Russians in a very special camp. Studies show that an effective way to learn a new language is to be immersed in the language through communication, cultures, connections, comparisons, and communities. Where could such a place be found? In Bemidji, Minnesota, at the Concordia Language Village. The trip was funded through a U.S. Department of Education Foreign Language Assistance Program grant, which provided an opportunity for students to be immersed into Russian language and culture.
Since 1961, Concordia language villages have provided students the opportunity to learn languages and cultures in a beautiful camp setting.
Accompanied by 8 chaperones, the journey started with their last American breakfast at McAllister College in St. Paul, Minnesota, and their last American meal, you guessed it, McDonald's. The next stop, the Russian language village, Lesnoye Ozero.
Добрый день, ребята! Добрый день, ребята! Ура! Добро пожаловать!
The Travis students became immersed in the Russian language and culture from the moment they arrived.
Bye, English!
Life at the Concordia Russian Language Village was infused with Russian. Every day, the students participated in small language learning groups. They communicated in the Russian language from the moment they woke up until the close of the day. They shopped with Russian currency. They sang Russian songs. They played Russian games. And they participated in Russian dance. They lived as Russians. In addition to the Dallas ISD chaperones, the Russian village employed trained Russian-speaking staff and counselors from the United States and other countries.
They did a great deal with learning songs. Keep the kids really interested. They were repetitious, drilling vocabulary. This is an amazing program.
I've learned basic table manners pretty much and how to sound things out in Russian.
Oh, it was really cool because I got to learn a lot of Russian.
I just like the whole experience of going and living in like a different environment, a Russian environment.
It was super duper duper fun.
It's easy to conclude that this journey was not only a valuable educational experience, but it was also lots of fun. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Lorena. Do svidaniya. Dallas ISD salutes Dalton Sherman, a talented 5th grader at Charles Rice Learning Center. Dalton appears to be your average 5th grader, giving morning announcements or studying math with his classmates. But roll back the clock to the week before school started and you'll see Dalton in a different role. When the district held a back-to-school kickoff at the American Airlines Center for more than 17,000 school staff to congratulate them for their efforts last year, which led to Dallas ISD having 103 exemplary and recognized schools. The event was a rousing success in part because Dalton delivered the keynote address. That's right, the keynote address.
Do you believe that Dallas students can achieve? We need you, ladies and gentlemen. We need you to know that what you're doing is the most important job in the city today.
It's not every day that a 5th grader gives a keynote address, and Dalton delivered his with confidence and style. He's a YouTube star and requests are coming in from across the nation and Canada. School Zone Dallas congratulates Dalton Sherman and Charles Rice Learning Center, 2 of Dallas ISD's finest.
You're watching School Zone Dallas, and we're both students in the Dallas Independent School District.
Today we're at Maria Luna Food Service Facility, where behind us, food service technicians are preparing and packaging sauce for Fiesta salads to be served throughout the district.
Formulating a nutritious offering for students is absolutely important to the district. The Food and Child Nutrition Services Department has certified dietitians on staff to make sure that everything the district serves is part of a healthy, balanced diet. In addition, this year, fryers have been eliminated on all elementary and middle school campuses, and all meal ingredients have 0 trans fat.
For our next story on School Zone Dallas, we're going to return to Woodrow Wilson High School to see how everything went when the curtain rose for the musical's opening day. Here's Olivia to tell us the rest of the story.
Woodrow Wilson's 2007-2008 musical, The Sound of Music, was as exciting behind the scenes as it was on stage. Everyone, parents, teachers, students, and community volunteers came together in a beehive of activity to prepare for opening night. The canteen committee took over the teacher's lounge and converted it to the Edelweiss Cafe, where students and volunteers regrouped and refueled. Local restaurants supported the effort with meals delivered to ensure that work continued around the clock.
Our kids are involved with student government, football, baseball, basketball, any athletic thing they want to do. But we also want them to be excellent at everything that they do.
Most of the students who are in the musical are members on the AB Honor Roll, National Honor Society as well.
And of course, students keep up with their schoolwork and tons of other extracurricular commitments, while the adults manage to run businesses and households. And no matter what, the show must go on.
Final week, final days, final hours. And there's always a few last minute things that have to be redone and or fixed already because we've already broke some stuff.
Every project you push until the end, and that what you come up with seems to happen at the moment of birth.
Yesterday, the first time having really the full sets, full costumes, and also playing with the orchestra, it really kind of makes you realize that, yeah, we are opening in a few days, which wasn't as realistic a few weeks ago.
As opening night began, finishing touches were added to sets and costumes. A few minutes before doors opened, the entire cast of student actors and parent volunteers gathered in the gym to hear from Mr. Beard and Mr. Morrison.
So enjoy yourselves, have fun, doesn't get better than what we get to do for the next 3 days.
To meet a lot of new people because so many people from so many different groups at Woodrow are involved in the musical, and it was really a nice way to kind of get to know everyone here.
I was very nervous. I couldn't stop walking around, I couldn't eat.
I was just excited. We were just ready to go. We had so much energy, and so we were just trying to get everything right, just remember everything.
In the end, when they get to hear the applause and get to feel the sense of accomplishment that comes with putting together a musical, there's nothing like it.
In all, over 10,000 parent and volunteer hours were logged, and an audience of more than 4,000 attended the 4-day run. Outstanding performances came from all involved. The Critics and Awards Program for High School Theater, better known as the Cappies, recognized Woodrow's own Katie Shank as cameo actress, and the entire Soldiers cast in the ensemble category. Mark your calendars for Woodrow Wilson's next spring performance. I know it will amaze you. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Olivia.
Thanks, Olivia.
Right now, we're in the state-of-the-art auditorium here at the Maria Luna Food Service Facility, where food service technicians are getting a demonstration on how to prepare and present new menu items.
In addition to educating staff, including future cafeteria supervisors, this auditorium will be open to the public several times a year, offering free instructional classes on nutrition, healthy snacking, and the perils of childhood obesity. Please visit the website on your screen to learn more information about these free seminars.
While there, check out the site's virtual cafeteria where you can take an active role in planning a healthy menu, as well as get to meet Tom Tom Tomato Head, the district's new healthy eating mascot for elementary students.
Also on the website, you can learn more about menu melodies, the winner of which will be featured on our next show.
For our next story on School Zone Dallas, let's head out to Lorenzo Estavala Elementary, where we will see parents make a big difference in the appearance of their children's school. Let's join Desmond to find out more.
We're sprucing up the front of our schools to make sure the outside reflects the same welcoming environment that's on the inside. And we're doing it with a lot of help from our friends and neighbors. The Operation Front Door project began when Dallas Mayor Tom Leppert sent a message to area businesses, large and small, asking them to roll up their sleeves to help us put our best foot forward. The district's facility services and the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce will work with local businesses to pair them with Dallas ISD schools to beautify their campuses. It's not just the mayor and area businesses getting involved, it's the parents and the community as well. Here at Desert Valley Elementary, Jose Quillian and Jorge Gutierrez teamed up to start Days of Violence Beautification.
The Campus Beautification Program was started out of the desire to make the gardens here at school as beautiful as we would want in our own home.
We started this year planting just a few trees, and little by little it grew up into a big program for the whole school.
What the parents have done in volunteering for this program is they've donated plants, they've helped come and plant them, they've worked on the weekends and have been an integral part in this beautification program.
I'm involved so that I can motivate my children to come to school and to be proud of Lorenzo de Zavala.
I think it's important to make our school look beautiful because it's part of the community. It's a little gem in this particular community in West Dallas, and it makes it inviting. And the children also are learning a lot about the life cycle of plants and how to take care of them. So it's a very important project all the way around.
My teacher, he takes care of the garden, and I help too.
It's kind of cool having a garden at Days of Zavala.
I love seeing the flowers every morning when I come to school.
I work on my school garden with my mom and dad.
All the flowers and plants make me proud of my school.
Working together, area businesses and schools are creating a beautiful and welcoming environment for everyone to enjoy. And thanks to Operation Front Door Project, our schools are looking better than ever. For more information, go to the website on your screen. For Schools on Dallas, I'm Desmond.
Thanks, Desmond.
Currently, Dallas ISD is on the road to Broad. Dallas Achieves, an initiative promoted by a joint coalition of the district and the community, has been put in action. Its goal is to graduate all students college and workforce ready and make Dallas ISD the top urban school district in the country. Achieving this goal will give the district a good chance to win the coveted Broad Prize by the year 2010.
Recently, through a generous contribution from the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, Dallas ISD received a $5 million grant to be used to measure student performance. Already well underway, we're going to be hearing a lot more about positive changes as a result of Dallas Achieves.
For our last story on Schools on Dallas, we're going to take a look at the 4 finalists for the 2008-2009 Dallas ISD Teacher of the Year. Here's Stephanie to tell us more about it.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to my school, Rangel Young Women's Leadership School. I'm so excited to bring you our next story. We're about to meet 4 outstanding finalists of the Dallas Independent School District's Teacher of the Year Award program. Just to be nominated is an honor in itself, and the selection committee, which is composed of district administrators, parents, community members, and representatives of area colleges and universities, does an excellent job during the selection process. Now, let's take a close-up look at this year's 4 finalists of the Dallas Independent School District's Teacher of the Year Award.
After you've written your first draft, you go through and you edit it for... What inspired me to be a teacher was growing up in a community that was full of teachers, not only at school, but in Sunday school, church. My father was a preacher. My mother was a nurse's aide, so I guess that it was in my genes and in my destiny to become a teacher. It's at the beginning of the I want my students to remember me as a teacher who cared for them, a teacher who wanted them to do their very best, a teacher who taught them how to do whatever I expected them to do, who was consistent, fair, and never treated anyone differently. To have one as
Well, I became a teacher 20 years ago because I wanted to work with children in a positive way, have an influence on them, and inspire them to be all that they can be in the world, to let them know that the possibilities are endless and they can be whatever they want to be, and I wanted to be a part of that. I tell the kids, I don't work for the school district, I work for them. And so when they realize that I'm there for them, you know, if there's a problem in the family, if there's any kind of issue, you know, if they don't know, I said, if you don't know how to get a scholarship when you go to college, you come back and see me and we'll get the papers filled out. And it's just a great honor to be a finalist and to represent the school district in that way.
I know that you can make a lot more money in other professions, and I know I could be working at NASA since I have a Master's of Applied Mathematics, but I chose to teach because it's more rewarding and fulfilling for me to hear that student call me back when they reach college and say that I made a difference in their life. This is my very first year here at Science and Engineering. I had a special class that had to do with knot theory. And in that class, I had several students who went off to college because it was a higher level math course, and they would call me back saying that their professor had the exact same questions and they already knew the answers to them at college that I had taught them here. I want the students to remember me as the teacher who made math fun.
I choose to teach because I want to enrich the lives of our students. I want to teach all students that they can have a lifelong love of the arts. I enjoy that for 8 hours every day I get to be messy and I get to create and to paint and to glue and to cut, and that I'm surrounded by 20 children every 45 minutes that get to learn to create art. In the art room, it's always exciting when students see everything come together. And a recent project that we worked on collaboratively was paper making. And it was exciting for our students to realize that we recycle everything, and it's exciting to watch them become stewards of the earth. To be a finalist for this award is overwhelming and incredibly flattering, and I am so honored to be in the company of teachers that seem to be so amazing.
Wow, they're all excellent teachers. Unfortunately, we can only have one winner, and we'd like to congratulate Susie Smith of Edna Rowe Elementary as this year's Teacher of the Year Award recipient. Ms. Smith also received $5,000 from the program sponsor, Central Market. Way to go, Ms. Smith. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Stephanie.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of School Zone Dallas. A special thanks goes out to everyone here at Food and Child Nutrition Services for their gracious hospitality.
And a big thanks to Mr. John Eagle and the John Eagle family of car dealerships. Thank you so much, Mr. Eagle.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, right here in The Zone.